Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 30 of Special Dummies Unit. We are running a little behind today, so this is a little unorthodox start style. But hell, ain't nobody watching yet anyway, so it's cool. Here's Fred.
What's up, everybody? I'm
And Bruce.
right on schedule.
Bruce should be along any minute now. Uh, There he is. He's popped in. He'll be up here in just a second. We had to get this cranking real quick because I was running late. Uh, so yeah, normal routine. Way to start the day off. But here's this guy.
What's up, y'all? Sorry about that. What's up?
I was trying to figure out what that music was in the background.
Oh, it was Insane Clown Posse's Ain't No Time.
Oh, okay. Hey, make sure you check your
Yeah.
your
The settings. Gosh dang it, every time.
Unorthodox start style. Here's this guy.
Hey, that was
See how loud that was?
yeah, that was loud as hell. What's up, y'all? Sorry about that. What's that?
Hey,
There we go.
You got the shirt that I have in the box. I still
Dude, yeah.
order yet.
I took it out of the box, dude. I was like, screw just leaving it in the box. It's much better. It's much better on you. But I do have an Animal House shirt that I haven't opened yet that I'm thinking about opening pretty soon.
I haven't even much wore that one either.
Oh, you got a cool ass shirt on today though.
Yeah, I'm like amping it up for the 14th.
Yeah, I see that.
I'm just doing some self promotion.
Yeah, he promoting himself. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm not. All of my merch is like on the other side of this computer. In a dresser.
You need to get some hats.
Yeah, I thought about that. Well, I mean, I'm bald, so a hat to cover up this chrome dome.
Oh, Lord.
What's up, Troy?
So, in all honesty, I was sitting there, I was thinking earlier, I was like, man, I needed to come up with some stuff to talk about and everything like that. And I think, in all honesty, the elephant in the room, the big story of the day was wrestling wise, is all the WWE releases they had.
They released a lot of dudes and females.
Yeah, it was quite a few.
Hey, that's a good idea, Terrence.
Terrence, I am stealing that idea, dude. Holy crap!
Yeah,
like the 8-point, like the 8-point, like the 8-point Marine covers, yes, but with a big wolf head on it. I'm actively looking for a website now to make me some of those.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, like I am right now. Here in like 5 minutes, I'm gonna start steal shamelessly. It's not stealing. I told you I was taking it.
Yeah. You're borrowing with
I'm
the intent to make it your own.
To make yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ziggler underrated. Yeah.
Here's my thing on it is like, honestly though, majority of everybody that was released, or at least to my knowledge, were people they really wasn't doing a whole lot with anyway. I mean, Ziggler is a shocker, but I mean, really, what were they doing with him?
Well, what have they done with Ziggler in the past 10 years? Honestly,
yeah. I mean, he's there to make people look good, but
the dude was a bumping machine, and he could put over a freaking wet noodle. So I mean, like
he could even make you look good,
right? You would think a guy like Ziggler, a company would recognize the importance of keeping him on.
Oh, hey, Jonathan.
But I told a buddy of mine, the AEW would be stupid not to pick him up. I mean, his brother's already over there, so.
The only thing with that, though, like with any of them, is AEW's roster is so bloated already.
They're a sponge, Tony Khan's Tony Khan's his pocket knows no end. So
Yeah, well, it's not the fact that whether they can get signed or not. It's the fact that they get used
well,
most,
you know, they got
because
that brand new show that was supposed to be a CM Punk vehicle. That now what are they going to do with it?
yeah, because like as soon as he got released, the ratings on it plummeted, and it was already not doing great,
Yeah,
but
well, I mean, just starting out, there was a lot of companies that just started out that ratings sucked until they got the right
oh yeah,
team on board.
James, my NXT releases.
There's a lot of shows that the ratings weren't as good as they should be until the right team came along.
James, you talking about NXT releases? They already did some
Yeah,
already.
yeah. Wasn't one of them like the NXT champion?
No,
It was like a women's champion or something like that.
no, not that I've seen, but Mustafa Ali was going after the North American title. He was in a title match.
He was scheduled to wrestle Dominic, and he
Oh
got
yeah.
and
Well,
he's
look,
been
Mustafa,
on TV every week.
Mustafa Ali is a really good talent. So I see him going on to do a lot of big things.
Yeah,
And like I said,
As well as all of them.
There was like Shanky, Aziz, some chick I wasn't sure who it was. I hadn't really followed NXT recently.
Well,
Dana Brooke.
Yeah, in
Dana.
the past they've just held on to these guys and
Just
not
so
even
other people wouldn't take them.
Yeah, to where they couldn't compete or couldn't go to other places. But don't get me wrong, they were still making a paycheck, even though they weren't being used. But I mean,
right? No, that's not.
now these
that's not the
people
thought process on that.
yeah. Now these people can go on to do even more creative things and stuff that they wouldn't have been able to do in the WWE.
Well, it's like Riddick Moss posted that people were saying something about getting that what Mr. Levesque did for me is now I can get a bigger paycheck out of stuff or something like that.
That's great.
KT, what the hell?
KT, you cost too much money.
Hey, he just called you expensive. Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw that popping up. And to be honest with you though, compared to some of the other like what they call it Black Tuesday and stuff like that, there was a lot less of the bigger names released than they have in the past.
Yeah. Well, I read an article that was basically saying that the TKO company, they were the head honchos were just looking at like their bottom line and what was being used and what wasn't and what was working and what wasn't. So.
Oh yeah, the whole Emma thing. Emma had posted that she was excited the Elimination Chamber was going to be in Australia, and then when she found out, she's like, "Never mind, I just got released." So.
Yeah, that sucks. But I mean, you never can tell in a situation like that. You get hired to do a job, and then the direction changes, and you just kind of got to roll with the punches.
Well, that's like, a lot of people get upset with like, oh, they're not using this person right. They're not using this person right. And this, that, and the other. Like, well, there's so many people on there. They can't push everybody.
Well,
not everybody can be in that top tier area.
That's the big gripe that the WWE's had, since the mid 90s. Really, you've got so many superstars. Like the WWE is a superstar factory. You've got so many guys that you're building up to superstar status. What do you do with all of them?
Yeah, well, like Ziggler being underutilized and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but like I mean,
that is true, Mark.
Be in that deal.
That is 100% true, Mark.
I read online that something about all of his shares are like being sold off and stuff like that.
Yeah, like he had like 284 million shares or something like
Yeah, it
that.
was worth like $3 billion.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, god
Yeah.
dang. But like I read a thing talking about they didn't want people on the board that like would create controversy or unnecessary drama and stuff
Well,
like
that makes
that.
sense.
You know, and you know how I am about that kind of stuff. I'm like, bye.
Yeah, later.
They just turned Dana Brooke heel, and now she's gone.
And
Well,
stuff with other people and they're gone.
Yeah.
yeah, you
That's
just
the
try,
thing.
you just try things that work, and then when it doesn't, you figure out something else to do.
Now I wonder who they're gonna have Dominic facing now. That's
They
interesting.
got a wealth of young people that
Oh,
that
absolutely.
could
They
be
got a
slotted right in that spot.
whole roster of guys that can be plug and played into storylines and stuff. So we'll see what happens. How's everybody's week been?
I'm at work this week, so I'm not sick. So I
Well,
mean,
that's
does
good. That's
that
good.
count? You know?
Yeah, yeah.
It was and
I got you.
that's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Like last week, we didn't even do this because I was sick and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But mine was mainly like stomach issues and whatnot. But like, apparently, there's some kind of stomach bug.
You could have probably brought your whole setup to the bathroom and then just like muted it when you were like dumping.
Yeah.
That'd have been the whole time. I just had to stay on mute.
Yeah.
Lord.
He avoided the Chinese food.
Oh, I hear that. When my stomach is wrecked, I don't. When my stomach's wrecked, I stay away from stuff like that too.
Dude, after the show Saturday, we stopped at Hardee's and ate. That was the first thing other than like Jello I'd ate since like Thursday.
Oh wow!
So, so I was definitely happy to be able to eat regular food.
Yeah. So for those that didn't see it last night, Cryptids and Creepy Stuff had a really good episode
And very informative.
Absolutely. Speaking of the next episode, I have already I want to say halfway completed my my investigations. I learned a heck of a lot today, and we'll have a whole week to kind of peruse and work on it, but I think it'll be good.
Which one are you planning on? The deer or the lizard?
The lizard. I got the deer for after the bridge.
Yeah, gotcha.
What are you talking about, Mark?
The Allen House.
The one we did last night. Fred didn't watch it.
Oh, I didn't get a chance to watch it.
Fred doesn't like scary things.
No, what it is,
they make him nervous.
He would have to be on his phone, and that would kill my signal, my Wi-Fi.
But I am going to watch it.
Monticello is a long way away from all of us.
Yeah, it's a pretty good drive for me.
So y'all plan on going there?
I don't know. Last night the wife said that they were looking for scare actors for the scary maze that they do there. I was like, oh man, that sounds legit.
I always thought about doing something like that. But then I'd like scare some little kid and feel bad about it.
well, little interesting fun fact: the whole premise of Sideshow the Clown started from me being a scare actor in a haunted Oaks kind of place. It was pretty neat.
Really? Yeah, I've never done like actual like haunted house type stuff and all. Now I did when I got older. I would at my mom's house. I would hide in a big tree on Halloween, and when kids would come up trick or treat, I'd scare them away after they got the candy. So I mean, at like 12 years old, I was pretty much the size I am now.
Yeah.
So I was a big scary kid coming out of a tree. I didn't have all of this, but
I heard that some places you got to sign a waiver.
Yeah. I've seen pictures, David.
Yeah. Oh,
do it. Oh, without this?
Without that, yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
dude.
there is a haunted attraction. I want to say it's in Nevada, where it's got like a 3-year waiting list, and like when you finally like when you're filling out the form, you got to tell them what you're afraid of, like things that scare you, and this and that. And then when they contact you and tell you that your number's been pulled to where you're gonna do it, you got to meet at like some place, and then this van pulls up and like kidnaps you. I'm like, hell
Really?
yeah. I'm like, I'm like, hell yeah. A scary, like a scary haunted place where the actors can touch you, bro.
Dude, a couple of years ago, we went to the one they had in Benton or Bryant.
Mm-hmm.
And Brian, Gaston met us up there, and he don't do scary stuff either. So it was hilarious. They put Tab in front, like Fred and Brian did.
Yeah.
Fred was right behind Tab. Brian was holding on to Fred. I'm just walking along the back, laughing my ass off the entire time.
I want to go to the one in Jonesburg because that's
Oh yeah, Scared
San
City.
San Diego is there. Yeah, I want to go to that one.
Fred pops on the kidnapping van. Brought back memories. We're not going to say what kind of memories, but
Wow. Yeah.
but yeah, that one in Benton, it wasn't horrible. The funniest thing though was one of the scare actors recognized us from wrestling, and
Oh,
they knew
sweet.
they remembered Fred's name. They all of a sudden let know for the rest of the that was like close to the beginning. For the rest of the whole trip through the maze thing, all of the actors knew Fred's name. So we'd be going, and some
You-
little girls crawling under like an old bathtub, going Fred.
Oh, oh wow,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
great.
yeah, it was fun. It was.
It
I
was-
almost stomped on that little kid too because she scared the shit out of me because I didn't see her down there.
there's
Like
one.
you little butthole.
There's one part that is like it sucks you in. It's like it's got.
It was one of those ones you walk across this bridge and there was the tube of lights going all the way
Oh wow.
around and it throws off your equilibrium. So like you're going straight, but you feel like you're leaning. Like,
Yeah.
oh, shit, I'm gonna fall over.
No, it's like
Yeah.
that. It's like the tunnel from that one space movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that Boston?
Yeah, yeah, that stuff will get you.
Burned Asylum. Interesting.
That's kind of cool. Might be a cool place to film some
Yeah.
intros and some promos and some heck, maybe even some matches.
Think about a cinematic match right there.
Right, right.
I was about to do that.
Come on, Fred.
Yeah, Fred, freaking Hall of Famer. Oh,
Right.
Hey,
Lord
that's
have mercy.
over with.
No, you're still in it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's not
another
gonna-
show.
That's not gonna go away.
Show. Hey, I petition. I didn't petition for Hall of Fame. I petitioned for Fan of the Year. Yeah, but I didn't get it.
Whatever. They took it off of Google Maps. Oh, the
Oh
asylum.
wow.
Well,
I'm
people
sure-
probably kept breaking in.
Well, I'm sure if you know where it is, we don't need no map, Sam.
Right, right. Oh Lord,
But yeah, that would like be like
that would be interesting to do. You know, we got an old burned down gas station down the road from us. I mean, you know, half of the roof is pushed, just collapsed in. It's like basically like 3 walls and a half roof. I don't think it'd be all that scary because you know it's like one room. But
It's just
that's not the
it's
point.
just a gas station. Like
yeah,
the
it
scary
burned
part
down
would be
years ago.
like the scary part would be the gas prices.
no, because on the sign it's still like 2017 or 2016 gas price.
Oh wow.
Wait, no, how long have we been here? We've been here over 10 years. So it's like 2012 gas price.
Oh wow.
no
you know.
Sam.
Because it's been that way since we moved out here. So now there is down the road. You go down the road, turn left, and then right there on the right, next to this little pond, there is an abandoned house right there that looks really creepy as shit.
Right on, right on.
Yeah, like for the longest time, when you drive by, the door was open. There was an old twin mattress laying in the doorway. I'm just like, man, what crackhead's hanging out in that place?
There's also, I don't
That's
know
the crackhead hotel.
I don't know who it belongs to, but there's also a barn right down here, like a couple miles from the house.
It's a barn.
It's a red barn. It looks creepy.
It's not red. It's gray.
It's gray. It looks creepy.
It's an old barn. They started pulling some of the old wood off of.
Oh, right on.
But
oh, Scotty, what's up?
Oh wow. Held up by tractor tires. Talk about an outlaw mud show.
Oh, well, Sam gave us a good
I
idea.
wore the wrong shirt. I have a shirt that says that.
Sam gave
us
an idea we need to go to.
It's on my storefront here. If anybody wants to buy one, they're about $14.
That's not a bad price for an outlaw mud show shirt.
Numb Wolf.
What's up, Wolf? I mean,
I don't know who that is. Numb
Did
Wolf.
Did you change your name?
I don't know who that is.
Did you change your name from Mega? Is
It's
that
on-
the same person?
It's on YouTube.
mine.
So
It's on my YouTube because that's the only
Mm.
YouTube that's got viewers right now.
So Sam, where is Scott at?
Huh?
He says there's a barn in Scott. Where is Scott at?
I mean, that's probably up around where he lives.
Oh, okay.
The area where the War of 1812 ended, Ground Home. Mark popped that up. That'd be something to look into.
Is in New England?
Depending on what state that's in when we get to that state.
no, near England. England's in Arkansas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, England, Arkansas. Arkansas, the place where all of our towns are either retarded names or named after another country.
Hey, like there is a place called what's All Night.
Bald Knob.
Bald Knob, yeah.
Yeah.
There's another one too.
I installed a satellite in Blue Ball, Arkansas.
Over in y'all's neck of the woods, there's a Paris, a London, and a England.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Paris. I know exactly where that's at. I've got a friend of mine who lives there, and that's where you have to drive if you want alcohol on that side of the county.
Yeah.
And then my wife drives through London all the time to go to work. So
pig snot.
Pig snot.
Probably pigs. Probably pigs not. But I choose to pronounce it pig snot.
What the hell? Okay, that one that Mark was talking about is in New York. So
oh yeah.
When we get to New York, we're definitely gonna have to include Mark in on a lot of this stuff.
Oh, for sure.
So if anybody that follows our cryptids and creepy stuff, we've decided to break it down into seasons per state. So like right now we're doing all Arkansas. Well, then we'll move on to another state in our next season. Wiener Cutoff Road. Yeah.
I don't like I don't like the sound of that road.
Oh, what's up, Ray?
That makes me go. It turns me into a
yeah. That makes my Audi an innie. Yeah, that makes my Audi an innie.
I look like I got two belly buttons. Oh wait, that's normal though. So it's about 25 minutes from England. Okay, is that more toward like going down toward the Pine Bluff direction, or not sure? I
heard Pine Bluff is not a place you want to be at. I'm just stating the fact.
That's what Cedric says.
Oh.
The mean streets of Pine Bluff.
Oh.
Sam, Winter Cutoff Road would be a great name for a finisher. Helicopter while shaking. What the hell did this?
It turned. It went sideways real quick.
This devolved. Okay, over by North Little Rock. Okay.
Thanks, Ray.
Yeah, this devolved into debauchery on stuff.
Real
But
quick.
it's the 30th episode.
Almost like episode 18. Ah, dreaded episode 18.
Oh, when I wasn't
when you're on your anniversary.
there was like 12 guys on here and everybody was foul as hell.
Oh yeah, it was from
was
start to
feeling
finish.
that.
From start to finish, it was rough.
Evolution.
Exist in a media world. Yep.
This is
And
true.
we try to keep it interesting as best as we can, but sometimes we're just like, what the hell are we going to talk about this week? Shit, I don't know. What do you want to talk about? I don't know. Let's see what people come up with in the comments.
We're already talking about weird streets.
Hold on. This turned into a wiener chopping conversation because somebody brought up Wiener Cutoff Road. I don't even know who that was.
It was Sam.
It was Sam?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Sam.
Oh,
Sam.
What the hell? Out of all the members of Evolution, Ric Flair has had the most recent match. Is that not sad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I heard Randy Orton may be coming back. There's rumor. Say Evolution.
Fred's got that inside track.
What,
on what's going on?
What kind of cup you drinking out of, Fred?
Oh, I can't. Oh, okay. I'm gonna show it to you. But it's really funny that they gave me this cup, and I'm like,
And he drinks out of that cup all the time.
Well, at least it's getting some use.
He drinks out of that cup all the time.
I can't find my other cup, so I.
If
drank
I
out of
was,
that one.
if I dipped, I'd probably use that as a dip cup.
Ray said he was the one that brought up Wiener this time.
Oh, Ray.
He really wasn't. No, we were talking about a road, cut off Wiener Road.
There's so
So I'm
many.
scrolling back up to
Arkansas has so many weird street names. I quit.
Yeah, Sam is the one that brought up Wiener Cutoff Road. So Fred has air speed dial shareholder.
Wow.
That's because even WWE people are fans of Fred James. He is the legend. He is the man. He is the midget.
Hey, I tried
The man, the midget, the legend.
I tried to contact.
He was little boogeyman back in the day.
I tried to contact Triple H, but he wouldn't answer his phone. So
That's a busy man. That's a busy man. He might get back to you.
Yeah.
Right now, he's trying to jump through hoops to figure out what he's going to do on his undercard. So.
Yeah. All I wanted to ask him is how come you haven't come to Arkansas? That's all I wanted to ask him.
Why the hell would he want to come to Arkansas? People in Arkansas don't want to be here.
Hey, Arkansas is the natural state. It's the natural state.
Naturally shitty. No. I like
there
is
places here that is really nice to visit.
This coming from the guy that wants to go to Philadelphia.
Yeah,
Chicago.
Just to visit. Fred, I don't think any season is a good season to go to Chicago.
You're right.
They have 2 seasons, cold and colder.
Well, I was thinking it's like year-round hunting season.
Dude.
Come to Arkansas for what?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Hey, and you got to deal with mosquitoes and.
Oh yeah.
And what else?
Oh yeah,
that's the 2 seasons. That is the 2 seasons.
Cold
and dead.
So Fred talking about mosquitoes, especially like Tuckerman, Hoxie, Jonesboro, that area, man. Them guns will carry you away. Like
it's because it's all flatland around here.
Yeah, ain't there like what is that? A bunch of like what rice fields or something or
dude. Around my house is just cornfields, so I don't have them as bad, but I mean they're still bad.
Hey,
Well, I mean that flat ground, it soaks up
Yeah, I
water and all,
remember.
gives them places to spawn.
I remember a couple episodes you had that door behind you open, and I'm just sitting there cringing like, hell no.
okay.
Alrighty.
Scott, that was good.
So
Scotty.
pack your gear and leave. Yep.
So, Booze, you say cornfield around your house. Hey, that gives you an idea. You should do a promo.
Yeah, I
In the-
actually
on that around the Halloween before the Halloween show.
yeah, dragons and flying gators. Yep.
Right.
Hey,
Oh,
I want to see a gator. I have not seen one since I lived here. You know, like I've seen them in the zoo, but I haven't seen them like on the streets.
Like
and
just
stuff.
chilling.
On the
like,
street.
Yeah.
Why the hell
look,
would it be on the street?
Fred's from Louisiana. Like Fred's from New
I am
Orleans.
too.
Like, well, Fred's from a little further south than you, so maybe they're down there. There's alligators on the road.
Hey,
I mean, maybe, but
hey, it's not like I'm gonna go close to it. I'm just gonna
Yeah. Just like
Now-
snap a picture.
roll the window up as you drive by really quick.
now if you go to Bonadilla Trail, which is
Oh,
right there in
yes.
Russellville, they've got like some swampy type land in there and all like that, and there is a couple gators up in there.
Yeah, it is.
Which have been seen multiple times. I ain't never seen them because that required walking, and I'm lazy. So,
Hey, if we ever take a road trip, we're gonna have to walk soon. If we ever take a road trip.
Freddy's gator in the steroid.
No. Oh, no, I can't.
Wait a second. That why you keep turtles? You gonna eat shit like that?
Oh.
That's what happened to that one turtle.
Uh-oh.
He thought it was a hard shell alligator.
Hey, hey, Mark, that's not bad. Shoes and belt. Hey, I would do that.
Man, that is. I don't know. I got like super paranoid about gators when I was younger because we used to fish. It's called Black Lake. It was actually a creek, which was crazy. They called it Black Lake, but it was probably about 20-foot wide. But we were in probably a 14-foot flat bottom aluminum boat fishing, and my dad had this habit of grabbing me and just throwing me in the water.
Oh, right on.
He's getting ready to do that. I see him coming at me. I'm like, oh crap! All of a sudden, the boat bumps. Look over, and there's a gator probably every bit as long as that boat. Yeah, I never got in that water again. That scared the shit out of me. But yeah, I got super paranoid about it after that. I think to this day, that's why I don't really like dark water that I can't see what's in the water.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
my dad scared the piss out of me. That good old fashioned southern upraising right there. You want to learn to swim, boy? I'm gonna throw you in there.
We need.
Hey,
we need,
sorry, go ahead.
we need to hire a truck outside. You know where you could like visit the gators in the cage and stuff.
They had that in Western Citizen
Like-
a while back.
Like,
Oh
like-
yeah,
like
okay.
a zoo? Like
Yeah,
a petting
It's like a mobile zoo.
It's
They
like a
like
mobile
there was
zoo.
Oh,
one
right
that was
on,
in
right on.
Russellville a couple of years back.
Yeah,
They had a couple of monster gators, and then they had like the snake tanks and all that stuff. That's what he's talking about.
yeah.
I got you.
What were you gonna say before Fred cut you off?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Until I joined the Marine Corps, I thought that's how everybody learned to swim.
Oh yeah.
Their dad's just throwing them in the water.
Right.
Like son, I'm teaching you just how you swim. Before you in there, you on
No,
your
there was no talking. It was just grab you, chunk you in. If you made it, then you could like come home. If you didn't make it, then one less mouth to
Well,
feed.
see, lucky for me, my stepmom was adamant that I always wore a life jacket. So lucky for me, even if I couldn't swim, at least I just float there. I was like a freaking bait bobber.
No, dude,
Bobbing
like
I'm eating my feet.
the only thing I'm missing is gills, dude. I'm a fish. I love the water.
That's the way Tab is too. But she gets sick every time she swims. Like if she goes underwater, she gets water in her ears up, she's sick for a week. but she refuses to not do it.
Yeah. Look, Scotty, you are making point after point. That doesn't make any sense. That's not the one.
What?
Wow.
This one.
Okay.
There it is.
That's Sam.
Sam, my bad.
I know they both start with an S, but it's different people. Yeah. Ernest say moves after Counselor Stennis threw him in the water. What?
I love the Ernest movies.
Oh, I know you do. You freaking weirdo.
It was really good. I'm waiting on the Halloween one to come on.
The two best Ernest movies are Scared Stupid and
Ernest Go to Jail.
Ernest
right?
goes to well, I liked that one, but my personal favorite was Ernest Goes to Camp. When that no tooth guy was like in the kitchen like stirring the gruel, like I just laughed and laughed and laughed. You know, like like every movie they're like car salesmen or something.
Yeah.
Like used car salesmen.
I feel attacked when you talk about toothless.
I'm sorry. Don't.
I got a couple of teeth, so I
Don't
can't
put that. Don't put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
Oh yeah, Scotty. That's true.
It's John Cena's second form. His trainer evolved him into Ernest P. Worrell.
Did you just make a Pokemon reference?
I thought I was making a Bakugan reference.
Okay, Scotty. What is your favorite?
Like
one?
a Bakugan or Dragon Ball reference? I don't know.
I have no idea. I don't know that.
Look,
stuff. I know Pokemon game.
I wanna highlight this comment. Like, I think everyone from our generation really loves those movies because there was nothing vulgar in them. There was nothing like too overtly violent.
It was just good old fashioned.
It was good old fashioned goofy fun. Yes.
I think he's talking to you, David. You should come out as Ernest for Halloween. I think he's talking to you.
No, he's talking about Cena.
No, he's
Cena.
Oh, Cena, yeah.
I think that's who you're talking about.
Sam, that's super cool that they filmed on location.
What is it?
They filmed Ernest Goes to Camp.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Scared Stupid was probably my favorite one though.
Oh, dude,
Trolls.
when he picks that troll up and he like kisses and then he pulls back. Oh man, I'm gonna watch that tonight.
How you gonna watch it?
I'm gonna find it on. I'm gonna find it online. I'm gonna start my 30 days of Halloween early, or 31 days of Halloween early.
Yeah, I had
John Candy,
Gary and Ed talking about that he wanted to do the 31 days of Halloween, watch a different movie every Halloween movie every night. I was like, dude, I got a treasure trove of bullshit movies.
Well, I do it every year. Like I try to watch random stuff. Yeah, I try to watch random stuff and then like sprinkle in like the Halloween staples, you know, like the Halloweens and the Friday the 13th and the Nightmare on Elm Streets. But I really like finding like obscure like 80s horror movies and really just watching the crap out of those.
Yeah.
I need to go back and watch. There's several of the ones that I don't like. I know I watched them, but it's been so long. You know how my memory is. I want to go back and watch them, you know, but like the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, dude.
Can't remember a thing about it. But so I want to go back, you know, watch the first one and I think the second one as well.
But you might can find it on Amazon Prime or something like that.
Oh yeah. You know, like if you have like a Roku, like all of those.
Critters.
Yes, Critters is great.
Didn't they just recently remake that?
Yeah.
They did. To me, it wasn't as good as the originals. I
hadn't seen the remake.
Scotty, I really love bad horror movies.
Yeah.
Just really bad horror movies.
One of the more recent ones I seen that it's not like new or nothing like that, but I'd never watched it was the fourth Hatchet movie, Victor Crowley
Mm.
movie. It's so cheesy, but so
Yeah.
great. Sam talking about
So
the Puppet Master. I have the entire box set of the Puppet Master
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
that's super cool.
Sleepy
There's
Hollow was
a
good.
yes, it was. There's a Roku channel called like VHS of Doom or something like that, and it has
Really?
like all the. It's almost like somebody put a horror movie in a VHS and then just like cast it to your TV because it's like it's got like the old VHS style, like you're watching it and there's like lines in it and like
Oh.
your static tracking is messed up a little bit. I love
see,
I love those classics.
I used to watch Full Moon Had a Nap.
Yeah.
That's how I got the Puppet Master set. Was Full
I
Moon
uh,
was out.
I pay for that channel on Amazon Prime.
Well, see, I had it for a little while. Oh, excuse me. And man, just like the Ginger Dead Man,
Oh yeah, dude.
demonic toys,
Demonic
shit
toys.
like that.
Dude, I was a
Uh,
really big fan of Doll Man. You know, like the friggin' he was a detective that was like
Yeah.
in his world everything was regular size, but then when he came to Earth,
Richard.
it was like, yeah, what's going on, Rich? How you doing?
I don't remember the teenage slash.
No, he's just saying.
Yeah, just in
teenage
general.
slashers in general.
Oh, okay.
Well,
That's
like
not
all
the
those,
specific
all those movies that came out in like the mid to late '80s that had
Yeah.
like teenage camping or teenage like going up against Freddy. Just the whole, the whole.
old school slashers.
Okay, okay. Yeah, Night of the Living Dead was good too.
Night of the Living Dead 90.
Oh, yeah.
Which one was that?
Don't remember.
It was Night of the Living Dead, but they updated it, and it was like the same movie only like in color.
I have one of the
Very
Evil
good.
Bong movies. I can't remember which one it is, but there was the one that had the main Evil Dead chick was the dark haired chick that had like needles and
Yeah.
spikes and stuff all sticking out.
I think that's
I don't remember
I think that's Return of the Living Dead 2.
Okay, I don't
2 or
remember much
3.
about the movie, but I remember like the cover of the VHS tape was that chick.
Yeah. Like I could almost recite you that entire movie when I was a kid. That was my favorite. I was a big fan of Return, not really of Night of. Like
Return of the Living Dead Part 3.
Yeah, Part 3. I loved the premise of the government chemicals that turns people into zombies, and 3 really drove it home. You know, because they had that facility and everything, and they were like testing on the zombies, trying to make them like super soldiers to where they didn't have to like feed them and they could just turn them off.
This is the night we needed Gary in because
Right.
his expertise. Because like there's a lot of these things I've watched these movies. I've watched them, but I can't like my brain doesn't retain certain information, so I don't like unless I'm watching it. I can't remember. Like, details on shit.
They are about to. I don't know when it's coming out, but I saw the trailer for a Gingerbread Man. I saw a trailer for it.
Oh yeah. Sam said something about Tony Todd. I think that guy is like a horror icon that is underrated. That dude is just genuinely creepy.
Well, that's like Tom Savini. Like, you know, like Tom, he started out in special effects and then like transitioned over into like the actual like horror acting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, excuse me.
Tom Savini, he was the dick gun vampire in From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that God dang. That guy is hilarious.
Yeah, dude. Well, he was in several. He was actually the special effects supervisor for a couple of those older movies, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to throw it on Googs. Let me do that real quick.
Sam said Tony Todd should have played Green Lantern John Stewart back in the day.
Yes, that would have been great, dude. I'm a huge John Stewart fan, and back in the 80s, Tony Todd, early 90s, Tony Todd could have really pulled it off.
Oh yeah. Oh Lord have mercy. Parts 1 and 2 had Thorne Matthews, who was Tommy Jarvis, in Friday the 13th Part 6. Friday the 13th was always a series that, like, I don't know, it was so weird. Like, there was no, like, chronological story to it to an extent. It just, hey, a bunch of people show up at the camp, get the shit murdered out of them, and then he'd go away. You know, it was always so all over the place with stuff. You
And
know?
there's some
All right.
ones.
All right, I just looked it up. So Tom Savini, he's known for his makeup and special effects work on many films directed by George Romero, including Martin, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, Creepshow, and Monkey Shines. He also created the special effects and makeup for many cult classics like Friday the 13th, Parts 1 and 4, Maniac, The Burning, The Prowler, and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Yeah. So, yeah, Savini, man, it's crazy. You know, he started out just doing special effects stuff, and now he's like one of the pillars of horror movies and stuff.
Well, it's crazy how stuff like that happens, you know, because like shit, I just like completely blanked on his name. Machete.
Yeah. Crap. If you hadn't said his name, I could have told you.
I just my brain just went. But he actually got his start because he went to a filming.
Danny Trejo.
Trejo, yeah. He went to a thing with a buddy of his just to go hang out, and they were like, "Hey, you look like a guy that we can use for this. Why don't you come do it?" And started acting.
Yeah,
you know, it's like, what the hell? Creepshow was fantastic. Meteor Man episode, and the Leslie Nielsen one always sticks out in my mind. I know I've watched those, man. Back. I'm horrible to talk about this kind of stuff.
The Meteor Man one was the one that actually starred Stephen King, where the meteor landed and then all that green stuff started growing on him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, have you seen Bruce, have you seen Maniac Cop?
Yes, dude, I love Maniac Cop.
Oh,
I've never watched that.
Oh man, it's like
you need to. It is in my opinion, it's a classic.
Yeah, it's really good.
Is that one that we got on the shelf?
I think we have one of Maniac Cop. Yeah, I think we got one of them. Yeah.
I used to get that horror crate where I get four movies every month.
Oh, dude, I need that.
There's a lot of times that I just half the time I'm like, what the hell is this? You got Zombie Shark versus Mecha Shark? What the crap?
Oh man.
Yeah.
They got a shoestring budget.
Yeah,
what was the Return of the Bong of the Dead or some shit?
I think they did 3 of them, right, Boo? I think it was 3 of them.
Maniac Cop, yeah, there's 3 of them.
Huh. They did basically like a murderous cop.
Yeah.
This cop, he gets killed and comes back from the dead, and then goes on a killing spree.
Ah.
Yeah, the ones that did that.
Well, I don't know. I can't remember 100% if he was an actual good cop or if he was just like a regular cop. But as soon as he got killed, when he came back, he was like a monster, and he killed everybody.
Oh, so he basically was reanimated and turned into a murderer.
Yeah.
Dollar General has more of a very selective DVDs than Walmart and Best Buy.
Right?
That is hilarious.
That is true.
I've bought quite a few horror flicks from the dollar store.
Dude,
and with that, the Blu-rays are cheaper than the DVDs.
Yeah, dude, around this time of year, dude, I hit up any Walmart I stop at, I hit up the electronics because the $5 horror movies, dude, you can get some, you can rack up some classics. And
I got the 5 movie set of the Phantasm movies.
Oh, sweet.
Now, I'll watch 1 through 3, but 4 and 5.
Yeah, those are direct to.
The first 2 were good. The either the fourth one or the fifth one. I can't remember which. Had a completely different guy playing the tall man.
Oh yeah.
Which was
Well,
horrible.
they came out with that. They came out with that Phantasm reimagined or something like that, and it was basically the same movie, but it was like newer.
Yeah, and it had a different guy in it.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know if that's the same one.
But 4 and 5, I don't think I've ever actually sat down and watched, just because it just looked horrible.
Just makes your brain hurt.
I mean, hell, I've got the tall man tattooed on my back, you know. So
Yeah.
The 4-barrel shotgun was sick. Yeah.
Yes.
I
loved how they used plumber's tape, plumber's wire that to wrap it up, and then they screwed that handle into that piece of wood in between it, and then they sawed it off like a triangle in the front.
Mark asked about wrestling horrors. I have watched I have WrestleManiac, the one with Rey Mysterio, the original Rey Mysterio.
I've got that one too.
I've never seen any. I know of the wrestling versus zombies.
Dude, there's one called Monster Brawl. It's got Ron Jeremy and Jimmy Hart in it, and a couple other big names. I think Kevin Nash is in it, but it's basically like a video game style movie where it's like Wolfman versus she creature from the Black Lagoon, and then it's like a wrestling match. And like
I've watched that. There's a series on YouTube, Brian Zane, Wrestling with Regret.
Yeah,
and I watched the review on that. I didn't watch the movie, but I watched the review on it.
It's rough, dude. It's rough. It's worse than 1978's Gargoyles movie. My very first horror movie that I ever watched as a kid, and it scared the ever living shit out of me until I tracked it down at a Hastings, and I drove 150 miles, 30 miles away to buy this movie. Brought it home, threw it in the DVD player, and I was like, oh, I don't know why I was ever scared of this.
Well, see, and that's the thing is a lot of the movies that, you enjoyed as a kid or, when you were younger and stuff like that, like they don't hold up to today's standards, but you got to go into it with, the nostalgia eyes on it,
Oh, for sure. Dude, I sat there like a kid in a candy store, like eyes glossed over watching the entire movie. And then when it was done, I was like, why did this movie scare me so much? And it was one of those original, you remember how Sci-Fi Channel used to be really super cool, and they had like the midnight matinees.
And then they end up making movies like that come out to the standard of Leprechaun in space.
Or Leprechaun Back to the Hood.
Never watched that one. I think the space one kind of.
I've seen them all. Hey, not LL Cool J, but Coolio was really good in that movie.
What?
Leprechauns in Space.
Oh yeah, I don't remember.
You're right.
I remember the background, like the set from it is what stands out to me. Is like this was horrible.
Dude, Sam, do you remember when Christopher Lloyd like comes in and he was like, "I was frozen today." That was great.
The town that dreaded sundown. I've heard of it.
Yes, I have seen that. He was also in Batman and Robin.
Coolio. As I told Cedric this last weekend, he came in with his hair all braided up, and I was like, "Dude, you look like if Coolio ate Biggie Smalls." Oh Lord.
Oh yeah, the original the town that dreaded sundown. Yeah, that was scary. Well, I mean, they never actually. Here we are getting into a true crime podcast. They never actually found the killer. Supposedly, he just vanished. They don't know if it was somebody who lived in the town of Texarkana or what.
Oh, that one. Okay.
The new one wasn't so bad. They did a remake a couple of years ago, and it wasn't so bad. But the original one, yes, as a kid, that was scary.
So is it considered a horror flick?
It is considered a horror flick, but it's almost like the Boggy Creek Monster. It was like a docudrama movie where they took like real parts of the case, and like even some of the townspeople acted in the movies.
Oh, okay.
And it was almost like it was based on the dude that actually killed people in Texarkana, Arkansas, and Texas.
Oh, okay. I got you. He was trying to get where he wouldn't get hit with double jeopardy, so he's doing it in both different locations. Like, well, this state wants me, but now this state wants me. Oh, Lord.
Yes, Drop Dead Fred was great.
Oh my Lord!
I still have it on the
dude.
DVR.
That dude was so funny. He reminded me. I don't think it was the same guy, but he reminded me of that dude in Young Einstein, Yahoo Seriously. Like the dude changed his name. He was Yahoo Seriously.
I don't think it's the same guy, but I
don't think it was the same guy either.
The dude that played in Drop Dead Fred.
No. It was Yahoo. It was Yahoo Serious. Yeah, Young Einstein, Reckless Kelly, and Mr. Accident. It wasn't Yahoo Seriously. It was Yahoo Serious. Australian film actor and director.
I really like the Drop Dead Fred guy. I don't really remember seeing him in much in anything else outside of that movie.
Let's see here. Rick Mayall. Oh, he died in 2014. It's unfortunate.
Wow.
I'm looking up a filmography for that dude now.
Oh yeah, I really didn't know. What the hell?
I hate that it keeps. What's
Blue
Chew would be a horrible sponsor for a true crime.
What the hell is Blue Chew? I don't even know what that is.
It's like a little blue pill. It helps you get hard.
Oh, okay. My wife would murder me if I tried to use something like that. When he looked up that lady's dress and said cobwebs and took you on the carpet. Oh, Lord. Yeah. I hadn't seen that in a long time. I actually remember bits and pieces of that one. That was a pretty funny movie back in the day.
Oh, dude, it was hilarious.
I like how we started this episode talking about WWE releases, and then we got into horror movies, which happens a lot.
Yeah.
We jump between horror and wrestling back and forth. And then we throw in comic book stuff here and there because Bruce is a nerd.
This is true.
We got a lot of people that like comic books out there.
This is true. Yeah. I am a nerd.
Fred would too if he could read.
Oh.
All right, let's see here.
Oh.
He was in Eye of the Needle, An American Werewolf in London, Couples and Robbers, Shock Treatment, which was supposed to be part 2 of Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah, what that was a horror flick, wasn't it?
What's that? Shock Treatment?
Yeah.
Well, sort of. It was along the same lines, horror type opera like Rocky Horror Picture Show.
That's not what I'm thinking of then.
Whoops Apocalypse, 1987, Eat the Rich, 88, Managing Problem People, 91, Little Noises, Drop Dead Fred, The Princess and the Goblin. Let's see here, blah, blah, blah. Fast forward to 97, 99, 2000. He was King Herod in Jesus Christ Superstar.
Never seen that.
He was Peeves in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. It was cut from the final edit of the movie.
Oh. I was like, I don't know who that is either. So he did quite a bit of stuff. Just really.
Oh yeah.
Other than American Werewolf in London, I know I've seen that.
Yeah, so he started
What?
So his film started in 81 and ended in
Lightning.
2015, and his television was
Lightning.
81 until
What?
It's lightning.
Lightning.
Yeah, outside.
until 2014. He did a lot of stage stuff, a lot of theater. 78,
Oh, okay.
78 all the way to 2007. And then he voiced a couple of people in video games.
So he had a decent career. So,
Oh yeah, yeah.
And there was a car that just drove by Fred.
Oh, not mine.
So
Okay.
Fred's all freaking out and shit. And I was like, "What? Is there a hairy woolly booger out there or something?"
Bigfoot is out there.
I
No,
wouldn't
I'm
doubt
sitting
it.
right here. I'm sitting right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, like Mark said, yeah, he's done a lot in his career. Just like that, other than the American Werewolf in London, I haven't, and Drop Dead Fred, I haven't watched. I don't think I've seen any of those.
Well, American Werewolf in London, he had a small role. He was like a chess player in one scene.
Oh,
Oh,
so
and I
he
think
was more of a background guy, you know, or
in that
small role.
movie, yeah.
Oh, Bruce, have you seen Christina
Christina.
with the
Christine?
car?
Christine, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no A at the end of
Okay, I said it wrong.
Yeah, dude, that was a really good movie. I've seen almost all of
Classic.
Stephen King's movies.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I want a hot take on one that.
All right, what you got?
Pan, Dreamcatcher.
Oh.
Dreamcatcher. I'll give you a hot take. I really enjoyed that movie.
Thank you.
Personally,
I did too.
Personally, if you read all of the I guess you would call them It Chronicles, it was super connected. So if you watched it or if you read the book It, Dreamcatcher fed right into that because they actually thought in when I was reading the book, I actually thought that the aliens in the book were part of what It was.
Really?
Because
Okay. I haven't read the book.
Okay, if you're in the movie, did it?
Yeah, did it?
When the kids were beating him up and bullying him,
Yeah.
they were in Derry, and it was about the time that It was getting ready to come back. So It was really ramping up the town of Derry and making people be a little more aggressive than normal. And they actually said in the movie the reason they were so connected was because they were like the Losers Club. You know what I'm saying? They were a group of kids that were really good friends, and they joined forces to fight against they kind of joined up to fight against the bullies of Derry. So that kind of bonded them.
Okay.
So if that peels open another layer of the Dreamcatcher movie, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did too, but for some reason it was like one of these ones that were pretty. It was pretty universally panned, you know.
Yeah. Well, and that's what I'm saying. A lot of people that there was a small group of people that were just really super huge fans of it, and then if they would have went more into detail like the book did, it would have made more sense to most people.
But I mean, that's a lot of movies that based off of books. You know, it leaves out certain details. But then there's certain movies that they need to leave out details. We'll go
It is one of them. Yeah, there was a scene. There was almost a whole chapter in the book which had a childhood orgy that I'm glad that they left out of the movies.
Which surprises me that it was allowed to be in the book to begin with on that part, because they're kids. I mean, that's just, so I'm glad that part.
But I mean, the way he kind of broached the whole issue of it was they were all kids, they were all the same age, and they didn't all just take turns having sex with the girl. it was like a weird like touchy feely orgy where everybody was involved.
Yeah, still, yeah.
Yeah, I'm really glad, and I'm not advocating that it should
I
have been in the
know,
movie.
man. I know.
It is one of my absolute favorite all time books ever. I think I've read it like 6 times.
I've never actually read the book on it. You know.
It's really long. It's like this thick in paperback.
Yeah, I'm saying it's
So
huge.
in hardback, it's like you can't even see my hands because that's how big it is.
Which version did you on the movie wise? Which version did you enjoy more?
I'm gonna say the newer version, and the reason the newer version isn't necessarily because of the actors. When I read the book it in my head, Stephen King painted a picture of what Pennywise looked like. I didn't see that in the original, but when I saw the dude,
Bill Skarsgård.
yeah, when I saw Skarsgård as Pennywise when they first put the pictures out of what he was going to look like, I was like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, that's it! White costume, orange pom poms, the whole thing. So, as somebody who's read the book so many times, I love all of the little details from the book that they put in.
Yeah. From an aspect of somebody that has not read the books, I enjoyed the second one as well because it was genuinely to me it was genuinely creepier. Mainly because of Skarsgård. Like I really enjoyed the original. Don't get me wrong. I really loved Tim Curry's version, but it was a made-for-TV movie.
The only thing that bugged me about the remakes is the ending scene when they all fought Pennywise.
Yeah, I feel like
it wasn't even in the original. It wasn't really and if you've read the book, if you haven't read the book, it wasn't really a big spider alien monster that they were fighting, and then at the end to bully it into being small and minuscule.
The premise of the thought process on it, I just didn't think it was executed very well. I thought the ending did fall flat, but I enjoyed all the rest of it though. I thought it was very well done.
I gotta figure out what day Return to Derry comes out. I figure out what
I'm interested in that.
I am interested in that too. I'm glad that Stephen King signed off on it, and I'm glad they're working with him to further the story of Derry, because there was a show that was on I want to say it was Prime, Amazon Plus. It was called what was that? The Black Castle. It was like Derry, but they were in the prison. Anyways, okay, so the show was I can't remember the name of it, but it was basically the prison that the bully escaped from. That was right up the road from Derry. So it was basically the asylum. It was basically a continuation of that. I just can't think of the damn name of it to save my life.
Yeah, I can't either. I'm not sure.
That's cool, Sam. I did not know that.
Like you know who Tommy Lee Wallace is.
No,
you don't. He's a director, not an actor.
Oh, okay.
It literally says directed.
Oh.
But the same guy that did Halloween 3. So there's your
it was called Castle Rock.
Oh, I think I heard something about that. I don't.
If I'm not mistaken, Bill Skarsgård was in that.
Really? He was in the new John Wick movie.
That
Yeah,
movie
yeah.
was
Bill
good.
Skarsgård was in that Castle Rock show, and dude, it was really great. I was hoping for extra seasons of that, but it just never kind of materialized. So,
Yeah,
but it was in the same vein as the It movie, where there was a some crazy stuff going on, and there was a prison, Castle Rock prison, and they all the time spoke about different crimes that had been committed in Derry and stuff that had happened in Derry. So it was really just a connected universe, and
right.
To have Skarsgård in it, it kind of was like, oh shit, is he going to be Pennywise in this show?
Well, isn't that what the Welcome to Dairy thing is? Is basically
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
a
it's the telling of.
background for Pennywise
I
himself.
think it'll actually be more of like the years like leading up to, I mean, hopefully they describe when when it landed on Earth, and really go into the whole, because
And
there's a lot of stuff.
wasn't he like born of a space turtle or something?
No,
What's the
the
big space turtle thing? I know
Oh
that's a
wow.
the
connection there.
turtle is the good, and the spider is the evil, in all of creation.
Yeah,
So
I
the
just
turtle
call
is
it a space
basically
turtle. But
yeah, I completely understand. I called it a space turtle as well. In fact, I think the book describes it as a space turtle. But with Skarsgård being in the show, like I was really hoping that they would do that. And this whole Return to Derry or Welcome to Derry, it's basically going to, hopefully they really, really emphasize like the fire at the mill, and just a bunch of other things that they never really got to expand
yeah,
on it from the book.
Sam said
Like
the car from Christine actually shows up in the book. Christine drives Henry Bowers back to Derry.
yeah, yeah.
Really? Huh. I love it when an author connects different things
Well,
to other deals.
so it's kind of like every book that Stephen King's ever written has been in Maine because he lives in Maine.
Yeah.
If you look at authors like Dean Koontz, who is absolutely my absolute favorite author in the entire world, all of his stuff is centrally located in Southern California because that's where he lives.
Yeah. He knows the area, so it makes it
Yeah, yeah.
easier.
Oh, for sure. But I mean, like Stephen King, knowing the area, but he still creates towns that have never existed.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Derry is not a real town.
It should be.
It
It
should be,
should be.
and neither is over half the towns that Stephen King.
Mark said it
I
would have
actually I thought it was, but even dude, all of his movies, and he even says, like, even as going as far into like the Dark Tower comic book series that they made into a movie a few years back. Uh, they're all connected with the entity or the it that landed on Earth,
huh.
and that wears Pennywise like a clown costume.
Yeah, it just that's the form that he is preferred to take,
Yeah,
you
and it's
know.
more
But
comfortable with, and it's his favorite form.
Okay,
yeah.
okay, Bruce. Who is your favorite actor? I mean, your favorite director. Sorry.
What?
So there's Stephen King. There's
Oh,
um
author, director, actor. Which one is it?
Fred gets all that stuff mixed up.
um direct like the
Creator. How's that?
creator.
Oh man, yeah. There's so many. There's so many good ones out there. Um,
Pretty much, if Stephen King does something, I'm gonna watch it.
well, now look, I do the same thing, but there were several movies that I was not a really big fan of.
But you still watched them.
I did watch them, but then like after watching them, like this must have been after he got hit by that minivan, because a lot of his stuff went downhill after he almost died.
Yeah.
Tommy Knockers.
Oh yeah, that's a really good one. The book is much better than the movie, honestly.
Well,
um,
yeah. The one that the people turned into big cat people.
I
Oh,
think it was.
Skin
I think it
is it
was.
Skinwalker?
I think it was actually called Cat People.
No, it was something else.
What was the
I
movie
think it
where
was. I
everybody
think it
turns
was
into the
skin.
cat
I think
people?
Skinwalkers.
Not yet. Wherever is it out yet, Owen?
He's asking about Nun too. No, it's in the theater.
Oh, it's, no, not yet. But
We're talking about Stephen King Sleepwalkers.
Sleepwalker. Yeah.
Sleepwalkers. That's it. So I liked a bunch of Stephen King stuff. One of the first books that I ever read by Stephen King was called Desperation, and it was about a town in like Arizona or something there was some kind of like eldritch horror type creature that was like hijacking the local citizens and like having them sacrifice people to this weird galactic entity. Yeah, it's Sleepwalkers.
I like Stephen King, but I also like the guy man. He did all the vampire movies.
All the vampire movies. He did all of them ever made.
No.
I like that guy too.
I'm trying to think of his name.
But vampires suck.
that was a funny movie.
I'm trying to think of his name.
All the vampire movies. What vampire movies? There's a bunch of them.
The Dust of Dawn.
Quentin Tarantino.
Yes, I like him too. Yeah. Oh, George Lucas was good too. Yeah.
Man, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them, so I can't really like.
Yeah, you can't really hammer that down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam said The Stand is still his favorite book and movie.
They are
Debbie
better. Yes.
We'll even put that up there. Werewolves are better.
Right. I'm just saying. So
go get a flea collar.
I got one. So on Prime, Amazon Plus, there's a show that they were redoing The Stand, and it was actually pretty good until it went off.
Oh yeah.
Owen.
I know.
No, sir.
No,
sir. No, sir.
Owen, you're fired.
You don't like Hotel Transylvania?
We're not even talking about that type of movie. No, The Stand. I know it's another one. I know. I can't remember.
It's so long. It's so long.
Yeah, it wasn't a series.
It's like ABC turned it into a series. They did several of them. They did it. They did Tommy Knockers. They did. I want to say they didn't do Needful Things, but they did Storm of the Century. They
Needful
did.
Things. Forgot about
they did
that
The Stand.
Needful Things. I forgot all about that one. I enjoyed that.
That was a really good movie. I really enjoyed the premise of the the curio shop and the devil type character giving you the thing that you always wanted, but then it came with a heavy price.
Yeah. But
when I first saw that message. When I first saw that comment, I read it as Hotel California. I was like, you can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave?
Oh, Lord.
There is one werewolf movie I did like.
Only one?
Just one?
Well, that one caught my eye. It's basically they're protecting.
If you say Twilight, David's gonna punch you.
No, I'm not gonna say that. But anyway, they protecting this boy, because he's got some kind of power. I forgot what it's called, but the grandma, I think most all of them are like werewolf hunters or something. I forgot what it's called, but it's really good. Yeah.
I remember a movie from when I was a teenager. It was called Dog Soldiers, and it's amazing.
I love Dog Soldiers. I need to find that.
Silver Bullet.
Yes.
Yeah, Silver Bullet's really good. It was actually a short story by Stephen King.
Yeah.
Cycle of the Wolf, I think, or something like that. Cycle of the something or other.
Bruce is the Google machine. Like, I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna Google it.
Dude, I'm telling you what, that use your Google brain. That's what it was created for.
Dog soldiers. Yeah.
The entire wealth of human knowledge right at our fingertips.
I can't do that while I'm doing this.
Cycle the Werewolf. It was a little short story from Stephen King that he wrote in 1983. The year I was born, by the way. Dog Soldiers was great.
Is it about werewolves?
Yeah, it is.
Really it totally is.
Oh, I've never heard.
I think it came out in 86 or something. I think.
Dog Soldiers.
Yeah,
no, it was like
when Fred was only 70.
No, Dog Soldiers came out in.
Can you imagine what I'm gonna look like? Jesus.
Dog Soldiers came out. Dog Soldiers came out in 2002.
Oh well, okay.
And it told the tale. And it told the tale of werewolves in the Scottish Highlands.
But
really
cool. When you're immortal like Fred, you can just yeah. 80s, 2000s, it's all the same.
Hey, I don't want to be either.
It all just blends together.
It is about to rain here.
Yeah. I don't want to be a werewolf or a vampire.
I don't know why you wouldn't want to be a werewolf, Fred. No. It's so awesome.
Because werewolves eat human and then vampires suck blood. I don't want that.
No. Hey, we eat other things besides humans.
What? I couldn't do it. And then vampires.
Yes, please, Debbie, go watch it. It is a great movie. You will absolutely love it. And you'll be so pissed off that they planned on making a Dog Soldiers 2 and then never did.
Yeah, and then vampires don't even come out in the daytime.
That's why they suck.
What? They don't eat human?
In the TV series that we'd watch, they eat the heart.
Oh, okay.
That's the best part.
There is a plate in California.
A plate of parts?
Is legit. You can actually. Yep. Told you about. Yep.
We're about to get a downpour.
You legit. You could legit be a zombie. Seriously, it's in California somewhere. I read on it.
Oh, right on.
Well, I'm going to say this since it is about to pour down rain and I don't really feel like it. I'm going to go ahead and say I think we're going to go ahead and cut this loose for tonight. Bruce, I got something I want to talk to you about before we go. So.
Sam, you're absolutely right. I'm glad they didn't do a direct-to-DVD freaking crappy Dog Soldier sequel. Asshats.
But Bruce, give me some final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Werewolves are much better than vampires.
You're pixelated crap. Fred.
Bruce, you suck. Everybody have a good night.
Oh, Lord. Well, those of you that watched us the whole way through, appreciate you. Always, for sticking with us. If you're not subscribed, go subscribe to our SDU Facebook, YouTube, whatever. I mean, on the Insta chat and the Snap Facebook stuff, whatever. I don't know. Have a good night.